Hi viewers, welcome to Mantan TV. Today we are with Cian Malla sir. Today's topic is how to create and manage the budget. Sir,
Yes.
good evening sir.
Good evening.
Sir, how to create and manage a budget, sir?
See, most important thing is generally we don't want to spend, we don't want to budget anything.
Yes.
We want to spend as we like. That's the main weakness.
Yes, sir.
But when you want to go for budget, everything controlled, regulated. Budget means or self-budget, self-commitment. That I will plan my expenditure based on our main income, and I plan my savings. I plan for emergencies also. So all these are according to planning. Planning, everything plan comes from budget. So what is my source of income? How much I have to spend for necessities? How much is to spend for short-term needs, and how much for savings? And this is creating a budget is most important thing, and this will require lot of planning also. Maybe entire families can sit together and prepare a budget for next month expenditure. Next month expenditure or next year expenditure. It is not only for individuals, it is all for every, even central government also prepare a budget for next year. State government also budget for next year. Companies also prepare budget for the future budgets. Everything will do like that. Budget is most important to make boundaries of expenditure and sources of income. Finance, how to earn the sources, how to use the sources. That is budget. So this will give financial stability. And what will happen is by creating a budget, you will know, you expect what are going to be expenditure, what are going to be payments, commitments, and dates, nature of expenditure. Everything you will know that. Then source of income also. Sometimes what happens is finance income will come 6 months a year.
Yes.
Not once a month, not once a week. Suppose the small people, those are working daily, they will earn daily. The people who are working monthly employment, they will get monthly only.
Yes.
Those people who are farmers, they will get after 4 to 5 months only. So they have to go on spending for 4 months and they have to get money only. So this budget difference, budget changes from person to person according to their source of income. So we have to prepare a budget in such a way it's suitable for the source of income and period of receipt of source of income. That's the most important.
Sir, how we can calculate this budget, sir?
Comparing, first we know what we need for rent, electricity, necessities, children education. We know that we cannot postpone it.
Yes.
So you prepare a calculation approximately for next month what is going to be expensive. Based on the previous month expenditure. At least out of 10,000, so suppose you planned, you feel that the expenditure is 20,000, it may come 22,000 or 90,000 like that. But it did not go 30,000.
Yes.
So you know that my limit is only 22,000, 20,000, 21,000, 20,000. You know that. So based on previous month's expenditure, you prepare the budget expenditure and income also. Last month you had suppose 25,000. This month you can say this month may be the same or less, or 10% less or 10% more, or 20% less, 20% more. You know that it cannot be less than 20,000.
Yes.
It cannot be more than sometimes 30,000 also. So based on that source of income, receipt of income, you can budget. You can create a budget. You have to create yourself only. Nobody else will help.
Okay.
And for this, you have to assess your income and all sources of income, maybe salary, freelancing work, interest, dividend, and everything after taxes, maybe TDS, GST. After that only you have to plan your sources of income.
How we can track our expenses, sir?
First, a list of the expenditure which are required. Every month what you have to spend, that is called necessities. I told you education, electricity, groceries, milk. All these are necessary expenses. We cannot postpone it.
Yes.
Rent. We cannot postpone. All this, that's important, that fixed expenses, that are rent, insurance, utilities, insurance, subscription, variable expenditure, groceries, transportation, entertainment. All these are, we cannot postpone. And another expenditure is irregular. Earlier one is regular necessity. Irregular is just we can say gift, functions gift, car repairs, annual fees. These are irregular. Or sometimes 3 months subscription for 6 months subscription, that is irregular. Based on that period of expenditure, you can track your spending for next 1 month or 2 months.
How can we set the financial goals, sir?
Yes, short-term goals we have to see. How much short-term goals mean next 1 year, 3 years, 5, maximum 5 years. This is short-term. Even 3 years only short-term. Generally, we can extend it to 5 years also. Maybe you can say for buying a car, for buying a furniture, or for buying a function, or for children education. Even any other thing that may be called short-term, that is a short-term goal. That is prioritized goals we cannot postpone, and that will reduce, that will make us to motivate us to prepare financially to make that expenditure.
Okay. How to choose a budgeting method, sir?
I told you 50%, 25%, 25%.
Okay.
50% for necessities, 25% for short-term goals, 25% for future savings. So that will give lot of comfortness. Next is 0% budget. 0% budget means income and expenditure. Expenditure means it includes the necessities, short-term expenditure, short-term saving, short-term expenditure for short-term goals and long-term goals also. Means you cannot be negative. Means cash for, and also one more thing is you should not borrow for spending. That's the first concept. For regular expenditure, you should not borrow. First condition. And next is spending. If you go on spending with your credit card, you don't know how much is money spending. There is no limit. If you go for spending from your own pocket, you know the pinch means.
Yes.
You know the importance how to reduce the expenditure, how to postpone expenditure. That is called for expenditure. You go for only cash payments, maybe Google Pay, or maybe some other expenditure which are having bank balances, but not for credit card.
Credit card, yes.
That's the most important specific method. And once issue, I told you, once issue that expenditure should not cross your income. The most important thing, the first condition is your expenditure should not be more than income. And sometimes we have to prepare for savings to debt repayment also. Suppose any real loan is there, we have to repay. We have to prepare for that repayment also. And the allocate finds of high paid interest also. Suppose if the loan is a higher rate of interest, you pay it first. If there is a small loan amount balance outstanding, you pay it first. That will reduce the, that will ensure comfort, and that will reduce the burden also. And managing your budget is the most important thing. And you have to monitor your budget regularly, and whether you are acting according to, whether your actual performance is according to budget or any deviation, that you have to verify and adjust as per needs in the next month or coming month, like that. That you can do that and reallocate your funds. If it is required, suppose you made preparation for the 50% for necessities, you may require 55%. Okay, you make it 55%, your savings 20%, and then for long term 25%. Sometimes the reallocation of funds is also important, and cut unnecessary expenses most important. Very bit cutting of unnecessary expenditure one, reducing expenditure one, postponing one, alternative funds. In this way, in these 4 ways, you can reduce your expenditure. Of course, comfortness, mental satisfaction will not come, but having money will give a lot of comfort, lot of satisfaction, lot of mental peace of mind. Then owning the any spending more or owning other facilities with borrowing. And in case of this one, negotiate bills. There will be some offers. If you buy now, you will get 10%, 20%. Like that. You use that to reduce your expenditure also. And one more thing is automatic finances. Automatic finance means immediately getting the income, you separate it for savings, short-term goals, savings for long-term goals, and necessities. And based on that expenditure available in that account, you use for savings and spending. And review is the most important. Every time you have to review and reflect. Means review and reflect. we review the expenditure for previous month, and you, if any change is required, you can change in the current month. It's a continuous process. Go on changing and you use it for it's reaching the nearest. We cannot say 100% possible. At least it can reach me 100 to 90 or 110 like that, but it will not be 50 or 150 like that.
Yes.
And one thing is we should be realistic first. We should be realistic first. We should be realistic means that depends upon the income received and expenditure paid. We cannot say that it is receivable, I will spend now. No, you spend after receipt only. That is realistic. After receiving only you spend it. But you can't expect that I'll spend today, I'll receive money tomorrow. The most important thing. And avoid frustration. See, if some people will feel frustrated if they don't spend according to their ambition, expectation like that. Don't be a frustration. Don't be egoistic with society. No society will come forward to help you when you are in need of money. Nobody will take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. And flexibility is important. And reduce unexpected expenditure. And discipline is most important. Discipline means financial discipline. To spend according to the plan, 50, 25, 25. And stick to your budget and maintain and be motivated. Is the most important thing. And if there is a confusion, if there is misunderstanding, if there is what we'll call any alternative is not possible, you can take the help of consultants who will give advice to alternative spending and reduce the expenditure. And also you can search in Google also, you can get alternative facilities available to reduce the expenditure or to postpone the expenditure or offers available. All these are possible at the current digital infrastructure available. This is the most important thing, creating a budget and managing it perfectly.